Another week, another Chris Sutton plea to the Celtic board. Spend some money. Welcome back to Fog Football. It's no happening for Chris Sutton at the minute because his team aren't spending the money. Yes, it looks like Adam IDAH could go across the line, but the reality is with that, it looks like Matt O'Reilly will be at the door. So they're really spending money, or are they actually just 20 million up if they sign IDAH? This is what Chris Sutton had to say regarding Celtic and, of course, the stock market note that was dished out. Celtic are in the green. There are a lot of money in the bank, 70 odd million. And Big Chris said this, and I quote, Celtic have cash in the bank and there's buckets more to come shortly with the Champions League, but it's an age-old issue. When supporters know there's money in the coffers, they want some of it spent. This is a two-way street. If the fans are going to fork it out to hand it over, they want to see the club pay some of it to improve the team. I'm almost tired of talking about transfers in this column. With every passing week, the fans are getting more and more relentless as regards to the dealings. Celtic simply have to produce some rabbits from hats. The manager's craving quality and the chances there to go and add it for him. Trust me, the players want it too. I know what it's like. You will get such a boost when quality arrives into the unit. It lifts everyone and makes you feel like you're getting a helping hand. Boys like Cal McGregor, who has now ended his Scotland career, have earned that. If ever there was a time to push the boat out a little, this is it surely. Listen, Celtic are run brilliantly. You don't get that sort of money in the bank just through fans' investment and gate receipts and merchandise. Club chiefs know how to run their model, and they do it with poise and professionalism. They try to get the best deals, and there's nothing wrong with that approach. Put it this way, if the figures that were coming out of Lisbon were correct, Benfica wanted £6 million to do a permanent deal for Paulo Bernardo. The general consensus is that Celtic managed to get it over the line, paying out just an initial £3.5 million. If that is the case, they've got the Portuguese midfielder for almost half the initial asking price, and that type of business work is what Celtic have put into this healthy financial position. But now and again, I'd say you have to go the other way. If money was saved on Bernardo, add it to the IDEA deal and get that over the line quicker. It's a huge risk gambling on Kyogo being the only recognised striker. I get there are no qualifiers in the Champions League, but you can't come complacent, and I think every game domestically is a foregone conclusion. End of quote. Every game domestically is a foregone conclusion? Damn! That is a mighty statement there for Chris Sutton, but the reality is, the way it's worded makes it sound like he thinks that, but what he means is they can't think that and they need more than just Kyogo at the club. And I agree, if Kyogo gets injured, they're stuck with Mikey Johnson. I heard someone on Super Scoreboard say we don't need to sign a day or anyone up front because we've got Mikey Johnson coming off the bench. The same Mikey Johnson who's been gashed for years. Come on, man. Celtic over the past couple of years, whatever you think of O, right? At least they've had O. Last season for 6 months they had a day. Before that it was Giamakis and Kyogo. They need more than Mikey Johnson. Yeah, has Mikey Johnson looked good in his spell at West Brom? Aye. Did he look alright in pre-season? Aye. But is he going to do it in the season? No, he's not. Nothing suggests that he will. Imagine rocking up to the Bernabeu with Mikey Johnson up front. It's not exactly ideal, but here, I'll take rocking up to the Bernabeu with Cyril Dessers up top, though, if it means Rangers can get there. But this is what something went on to say, and I quote, hopefully the Japanese stays fit, but not keeping a replacement O in the short term has left Celtic unnecessarily short. As I said last week, it seemed needless to me that the Irishman was faffing around Norwich City during the pre-season schedule when he really wanted to be in Glasgow. It just doesn't seem Celtic's way to pay over the odds, and I get that, but there have been times where you have to go that little bit beyond to secure a sure thing. End of quote. Right. See a day, 6, 7, 8 million. Celtic have spent that in the past, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they spent like 8 million on Sutton or 7 million on Sutton. But a million years ago, like quarter of a century ago, right? Football has moved on. I think 7 million for a day is a pretty good number. What does Celtic expect? Like, you look at other players that they've brought in. They've paid it before for like Jota and Carter Vickers. We've seen Edward go for a lot. Why not just pay it? They've got the money. Well, why this pissing about? Now, some people would argue, well, it worked with Bernardo because instead of paying 6, they ended up paying 3.5. But you clearly see with Norwich, they've rejected bids. They've rejected £4 million bids for a day. I'm thinking that Celtic are literally just waiting to bring a day in when they've got the O'Reilly deal over the line now, which of course we've seen O'Reilly bid rejected from at Atlanta, €23 million. We've made that many fids on Matt O'Reilly. I feel like we're not going to make any proper fids on the guy anymore until a bid's accepted, or maybe because I mean we've made a bunch of fids on Atlanta. It's our 4th bid. We don't want to just produce the same regurgitated content here. So maybe if Brighton have like a £30 million bid, accept it / reject it, then a bid will be made. But it seems like a new club's interested with Matt O'Reilly every week. But is that what they're waiting on? Are they waiting for the Matt O'Reilly cash before they sign Adam IDAH? Potentially, but as Sutton says, just sign some players, and he's right. It's the same shit every week. He does this column every week. He talks about, oh, Celtic need to do this, Celtic need to do that, and he's absolutely right. But that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. Chris Sutton's telling Celtic to spend more money. Do they need to spend more money? Should they spend more money? Will IDAH be in? I think he'll be in, but I think O'Reilly will be out as well. So, aye, till next time. Peace.